For another mukbang. Today is Monday. Ooh, I hate Mondays. And my big son just went back to work. He had a whole week off of work. It's nice to have him home because we got to hang out and he got to hang out with his daughter and everything. So that's like really, really cool. Anyway, yeah, it's Monday. I hate Mondays. Anyway, today I have orange juice. Cheers. Oh, did I mention this is brunch? This is breakfast and lunch. And I have slices of tomato and a deli roast beef sandwich. And it has cheese on it, but I melted the cheese so I can't show you that because it's sticking to the bread. Really tasty. Need a little bit of salt and pepper on these tomatoes, so and I got some Wimco barbecue chips. I love tomatoes. My dogs are begging. I'm going to bite this in half and see if Tabby will have half of it. You got the other half. I don't know if they're going to eat it though. So do you guys work on Mondays? Is it like the start of your week, or maybe Mondays are your Fridays? Paper towels for napkins. When I used to work, Mondays really didn't mean anything because my Monday could be a Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, or my Monday could even be a Saturday when I used to work. I used to work in medical. I worked at a state hospital in Florida. I helped take care of, we called them clients with brain injuries. Not trauma, brain injuries. In other words, they may have had a stroke or too many seizures. If you wonder what I'm doing, giving my dogs a bite. They do like tomatoes. Anyway, so the people I took care of, they had like I say, brain injuries. Like sometimes that they couldn't brush their teeth or comb their hair. A lot of them couldn't walk. There's only 2 clients out of 24 in this little state hospital that could actually walk. And a lot of them had, I don't know, they were mentally deficient because of the fact that they had the brain injuries. It's kind of sad though when you see young people that had strokes and they're so childlike. It's like really sad. Or you hear a story of how somebody had too many seizures and now they're in a wheelchair and they can't hardly move. It's very saddening. Anyway, I started off there as a nurse's assistant, so I was like a CNA, and then everybody liked me, and we had occupational therapists come in and physical therapists come in, and they really liked me, or they said I was really good with the clients, and I would talk to them and everything, because a lot of these clients were non-communicative. In other words, they couldn't talk. A lot of them were like, all the lights are on, but nobody might not be home. We were never sure, you know, because a lot of them were like unresponsive. A lot of them like mannequins and stuff like that, but I think they knew because they had awareness, because if they didn't like something, they didn't like something. Like at their dinner times, if they didn't like what the cook was serving, forget it. You could not get them to eat. And you'd have to bribe them with other food. Like, well, you know, if you eat half of this, we'll tell the cooks to bring something really good for dessert. So, yeah, well, yeah, I guess they could. They were aware. Anyway, the occupational therapist and a physical therapist like me. So guess what? I got to follow them around on days that they would visit the hospital, which they came almost every day. And we do exercises. The physical therapist would do exercises or different positions, so they didn't, you know, get their muscles all locked up and get all deformed looking. Few of these people were deformed looking because they had lived at home with their parents or somebody that didn't really know how to take care of them. So they would be bedridden, and their legs and their feet would be all crooked and just, I don't know. You can't really call it neglect, because the people really didn't know how to take care of them. So at this place we had to reposition them every half hour, except for at nighttime when they're sleeping. And we did it like every hour. We repositioned them in their beds and stuff like that, so that they wouldn't become deformed. Anyway, since the occupational therapist and the physical therapist liked me so much, they gave me a position. They start having me as their assistant. So that's what I did. I assisted them. And one would come in the morning and one would come in the afternoon, and I would help them. I really liked it, because I got to walk around and meet all the clients instead of working in one house, because we had like houses or pods. We had like three houses or pods that they would call them, and each house would have 8 clients in it. And depending on the severity of their brain injury is what house they were in. And since I'm a big old girl, I always got put in the houses where the bigger clients were, because they figured I could lift. And that's where I hurt my back. So my career there was ended abruptly because I had hurt my back. I herniated discs in my back, and it's because there was nobody to help me that day except for, I'm 5'6", and there was a little lady that's working there, and she was actually a supervisor, and she was helped me lift this big guy who was like almost 300 pounds, and I took the top because of course I'm tall, and she took the bottom part, his legs, because, you know, she's shorter and it would just be more feasible. Anyway, her daughter, the lady that was helping me, her daughter walked into the building, and she turned and let go of this man's legs, left me holding this man, and I did not want to drop him because the floors were very hard and unforgiving. So I was standing there holding him, saying this person's name, the supervisor's name, "Hey, so-and-so, so-and-so, grab him, grab him, grab him, I'm going to drop him." But I didn't drop him. I stood there and hold him, and then all of a sudden she realized she wasn't talking to her daughter no more and grabbing him, and it was like too late. Now my back is hurt. So that's what happened to me. So I had to give up my job as a shadow for the occupational therapist and physical therapist, and I went to graveyard and I cleaned wheelchairs at night. But then that got to be too bad for me too, because I couldn't hang. I was in just so much pain. So unfortunately, I had to leave. Anyway, that's my story about my job that I had. Oh, and I lived in Florida. Now I live in Nevada. I came out here in 1994 because I was buying a house, and all the jobs in my little town had to do with medical. And if you couldn't lift or walk around or be physical, really you couldn't find a job unless it was at a restaurant. So, and a lot of the restaurants really didn't hire, and because I was used to a certain amount of pay, I decided I would go to the community college and get a hospitality management degree or whatever you call it. So I went to the community college and I signed up, still in lots of pain, mind you. And took classes in the morning, took book classes in the morning, then in the afternoon I did actual kitchen stuff. Like learning how to cook and, you know, like restaurant style. And that was really fun. I was in a lot of pain, but it was like really fun. I liked it. So from there, I didn't get to finish that, by the way, because I moved out here because my back got worse. But anyway, they had internships for this. So they put me at the Jacaranda Hotel, which had a buffet, a really nice buffet over there. And they had me cooking and doing all kinds of restaurant stuff, you know, because I'm still in training, mind you. But I was good enough to get put over there, because when I get my mind set to something, I keep going and I try. I really, really give it 110%. Anyway, the Jacaranda was a very old hotel over there in the main town where I was at. And they had college students in there because they reverted it to, like, part of it was like a dorm. So the college students could stay there, and the other half of it was like for tourists. That place was so beautiful. Old-fashioned, like antebellum type thing. When I went in there every day, I was like, oh, this is really, really nice. But I don't stay too long, because the college asked if, because they were supposed to do a job placement too after I got done with this program, and they asked the lady that was there a very long time if she wanted me, or there's like a couple other students that went. There's a tall black fella. He was on a scholarship to play sports there, but he had to take some other classes too to keep his scholarship. Anyway, whoa, oh well, might as well finish him. But anyway, and so he was over there too. He was a nice black kid. He was like 19 or something like that. I don't know. He was really nice. But, and then there's me. And there was a guy over there, another student. He was like about my age. They sent us three over there because we were the best in our class. And the white guy that was my age, he didn't want to stay. He wanted to go back to Chicago, where he was from. So he left. So it was just me and the black kid over there, the other student. And the lady that was the one that decides who stays and who goes, She was a very elderly black lady, and she'd been there at the Jacaranda since it started. And this was my first time anybody's ever been prejudiced against me. But that's okay because, you know, it's her prerogative. But she didn't want me because of my color. But that's fine. It didn't matter. I really don't care. But it's sad though, because the young black man that she picked, he didn't stay. And I seen the new students that came in. I know she wasn't having that, I'll tell you that right now. I don't think anybody of those people would be nice. I really don't. To me, I thought the new students were a bunch of jerks, but it's okay. Anyway, so I got another opportunity through my school to go work at the Clock restaurant. And I thought, oh snap, that's pretty good, because the Clock is like, it's a chain type of restaurant. There's more restaurants than that. The Jacaranda was the one and only. So, but it was really beautiful at the Jacaranda. I thought it was such an honor to get picked to go work there. Or they could have told me to go work at Checkers or Wendy's or something like that, but I had the nice places to go. And if you work your ass off and you try really hard, you get opportunities. Anyway, so I went over there to the Clock restaurant as part of my internship. I'm so glad that I did. Reason is because I had to help do ordering, which was good. You know, I was like part of it. I mean, I didn't really do it, but I was part of it because the manager or owner, I don't know if he was just a manager or an owner or what, but when they were ordering stuff, he had me help out. And I was really learning, which is really good. Because that's what I came there for, to learn. Plus, they gave me a little bit of money, too, for working. It was minimum wage, but that's okay. It helped pay for my class, right? So, anyway, it was so fun to work there and to learn there. The main, the cook in the kitchen, there was like 2 cooks in the kitchen. Me and the main cook, and he did everything. He worked the grill and the fryers and all that. And I was just prep. Because I was learning. But I got to make up tubs of salad, and they didn't have any sliced tomatoes, because tomatoes came in a bag already pre-sliced. But I got to help make up the salads. That was really fun. And the plate presentations, like he would cook the stuff, and then like if it's a hamburger, I would put all the fixings and stuff. Or if it's like a regular plate, like a plate of spaghetti and stuff, we had steam trays. Stuff's already pre-cooked. Shouldn't be telling you the secrets of that place, but it was already pre-cooked and stuff. So you just went over there with a plate and got the stuff out, and everything was like portioned already. So you just dip into the thing and you get the portion. It's already pre-portioned, and put it on the plate. Everybody liked me over there too. And then One, they have like a counter in there. One night the waitress said, "Oh, my feet hurt. I'm really tired." And the cook said, "Hey, it's slow, so why don't you go help the waitress?" So I got to do some waitress work that one night for a couple hours while she took a break. Her feet really hurt. Nobody cared. The owner slash manager, he said, "That's fine. You need to learn how to deal with customers too." So, okay. No, it's really good. Except for I got some good tips. And the girl that I was helping out, she got upset because I got some better tips from her regulars than she got. But she was all business, so she didn't really talk to him. She wasn't real personable, and I'm like, "Hey, how you doing?" You know, and talking to them and being nice and asking about their day and stuff like that. Yeah, I'm there to work and take their orders, but you gotta be nice to people, you know? So, that's what got me my big tips. I think I made $34 in a couple hours, which is really good. Because the waitress gal said she makes like maybe $20 in a whole 8-hour shift. So there's a little bit of jealousy going on. That caused a rift for a couple of days, but I'm like, "Hey, I'm not a waitress. I'm here to learn how to cook, and I'm in hospitality management." But we all got along. It was all good. And then, because I wasn't really making too much money and I was just going to school. And my daughter's dad, he had a drug problem. Oh, I bit my mouth. Ouch. And I had a friend that said, "Hey, there's lots of jobs in Nevada, easy jobs that I know you could do." Because her back hurt too. She has a hurt back. So I'm like, "Okay, cool." So we loaded up my Chrysler New Yorker, my big son, and my daughter Angelina, and we drove to Nevada in October of 1994. And I've been here ever since. Long story short, I did get a job here. Got a couple of jobs, as a matter of fact, that I could actually do. I'll tell you that in another mukbang some other day. But and I was sending money home to my little girl's father, because his mom lived at our house and he was taking care of my dog. I had a really nice dog and really nice house, and it's almost paid off. And anyway, so guess what she was doing? She was flipping the money back to my little girl's father, and he was buying drugs. And my house payment didn't get paid or nothing, and I lost the house. And I'm still here, but I'm really glad that I'm here because I met my young son's dad. His name is Babu. He's from India. And I got a beautiful son out of it. So the house didn't mean nothing because I gained a son, and I'm on the verge of trying to buy another house. I just got to come up with a down payment. I got everything else worked out. But yeah, it's all good. Anyway, thank you for joining me in my mukbang. Cheers to you again. Like I say, this was my breakfast lunch. Hope you're having a great day. Catch you next video. Bye, gangsters.